have actually now started. And
What?
you are the first voice
Oh, I'm ever
for
so sorry.
episode 25.
I thought that was our warm-up bit.
It is now. Yeah, I didn't do it.
Where are we?
We're on episode 25, about to get run over maybe.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, let's get back on the pavement. Episode 25 of the Piss Balling About podcast with me, Jack.
And it's me, Lee. Do you like that?
That was brilliant.
Quite monotone and...
Melancholy.
Yeah, that as well.
Oh,
Cauliflower.
I love cauliflower.
Oh, I do actually.
I prefer it than broccoli.
Is it brains? Which one's trees?
What? Trees are...
Trees and
Well,
brains?
technically they're both the same.
No.
A Christmas tree, it's got white snow on it. And
Cauliflower's the white one, isn't it?
yeah, that is the one.
Cauliflower's the white. Yeah, so that's the brain because it looks like a brain.
Brains aren't white though.
Well, I know they're not white, but the shape of it.
It's a what? It looks like a tree.
I'm going first.
You go first then.
I am.
What do you mean it looks like a brain? It looks nothing like a brain.
Does it look like a brain? What's the other
What
one,
part of it that looks like a fucking brain?
Well, the surface of it.
You mean like the top bit? All right. Well,
Yeah.
you got your phone?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I have, but I've got gloves on.
Poor little fingers.
All right, we'll have a look at a bit. Are we
Thank
going to
you.
a branded supermarket this morning?
No, we're going straight to the
Oh, okay.
branded
'Cause
workplace.
we could have had a look. Well, I could have showed you.
What,
Anyway.
What, in the supermarket?
Morning, Jack. How are you?
I'm all right.
How's your week been?
My week has been, it's been fantastic.
Good.
I mean, not really.
Is that it?
It's
You're
just
not-
been, that's the end of the podcast.
You're not gonna... Thanks for
That is
listening.
literally the end. We ended up as it was all right.
No fact of the day?
Don't know about facts, but I did look up some stuff this morning
Okay.
about Voyager 1 and 2.
Oh,
Have
cool,
you heard of
that's
those?
cool. Yeah, no. What?
Have you ever heard of Voyager 1 and 2?
Well, I've heard of Voyager, yeah.
Well, not the films or anything, the books, they're the little space probes.
Oh, yeah, the real ones.
Yeah, so
As opposed to the show.
1977,
Hmm.
NASA launched two space probes called Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 into outer space.
Yeah.
And they were made to collect data back about the universe.
Okay.
And they left 15 days apart from each other.
Yeah.
And in
Morning, all.
2012,
Yeah.
they lost contact with Voyager, I want to say 1. But they re-established connection in 2021 to get all the information, which is why we know much more and more about the universe. Our one, it's always giving us information, and still to this day in 2023 it is still giving us data.
Where is it?
Well, it's at Fort Park. Where do you think it is, Lee?
Well, in space.
Yeah, it's now to this second now it is an interstellar space.
Okay, well, how do you know that? Are you, like, connected to it personally?
Yes, I got the app. No, you can find it on the NASA's website.
Well, I really believed you then. You could have carried that on for ages.
What, the WhatsApp?
I actually thought you'd got the app, so
No.
you could keep an eye on it.
You won't believe me that almonds aren't vegan friendly, and now you're telling me, oh, you believe it? I have an app that can track.
I'm not falling down that rabbit hole.
Good.
Not. Yeah, well, I thought you had the app. Like, what's the other one? SETI. Is it SETI? Yeti or something? I can't remember what it's called.
A settee, piece of
SETI,
sofa
it
in
could
the
be,
UK.
or an armchair. Where you're listening, you're helping NASA. You download it to your phone so that you get all your
What can I
information
give
off your
them?
phone.
Apart from entertainment at
You heard that?
lunchtime. No,
Have you not heard of that one?
no.
Oh, you need to have a look at that one. It's quite interesting. Because it's brought your phones. Hang on. No one said anything then. We just went barging through that gate.
You know, because you barged through the first one.
Oh, okay. I don't know what it is. I think it's something to do with radio waves that you're listening out for.
Yeah.
But obviously NASA has set up this thing, or whoever it is. I think it was NASA. I don't know. Has set up this thing where you can download the program to your device. You're also helping to collect data. So if there's anything sent and it picks it up, your phone could be the lucky phone. You know, that someone
Oh, I
goes.
see. So, like, okay.
So it could be like, hello, my name's E.T.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh,
Put him in the
I've got that.
Shit, put him in the
Cool.
WhatsApp
I've
group.
just got, hello, I've just got a message from an email. Or whatever. A
But-
tweet. A twird.
but-
I don't know what else.
But with the Voyager 1 and 2, I also learnt about Well, a little interesting fact for you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you're going to get your head around or not. I don't know, but it's a
Let's
simple.
give it a go.
It's very simple. So Mars, we have the Mars rover. You know about the Mars rover?
Yeah, it's a little thing with wheels that
Yeah,
trundles about.
He's knocking about on Mars, collecting information and
Is that
data
like Wallace and
about.
Gromit?
Yeah, except the one he don't put 25 pence or whether it's a quarter into it and
Yeah.
it pretends it's skiing on the dunes. No,
Why is it 25 cents? Why is it?
I
a
don't know.
quarter?
I'm
It's a
well,
British made company,
is-
isn't it?
Is it the Mandela effect? Am I thinking it is, but it's actually not? But
I've
even though
not-
I remember it being that.
Okay.
Anyway, there's only one thing on Mars that we know of that's active, which is the rover, which means Mars is run by robots.
Ah.
There's a robot on Mars, and it's knocking about on its own. So I've got a planet.
See.
What do you think about that one?
Unbelievable, and that's clever. I like that.
You got it.
I did. Well, yeah, of course I did.
Well, I know because I thought maybe
There's a
you'd
little
be
thing
like,
up there trundling about, and because he's the only thing up there trundling about, and I'm assuming no one can own it. Is that the situation? Nobody can own
What?
celestial bodies, can they?
no, they tried with the moon,
There's a
didn't
treaty
they?
or something, isn't there?
Yeah, they tried with the moon, but I think everyone was like, no.
Yeah. So what about all those people that bought a plot of land up there?
I think it's just like, it's what's it called?
Bullshit.
Yeah, I think it's not. You can have to say you do by an official person, but no one actually owns the moon to sell off rights to it.
If I remember rightly, I did look into this, and it's some bloke who's found a loophole that he can sell.
Well, you put an extra O in the word moon.
Yeah, I don't know, yeah, maybe. Actually, I never thought of that. Moona. Oh, that's weird. That's clever, yeah. No, I like that. The rover thing. I think that's where we were.
Yeah.
I like
It's
that.
ruled by robots or robots.
Just like Star Wars. It's like R2D2. Going around.
We're made to suffer, R2.
No, I didn't say C3PO.
Yeah, but you were R2D2, you pleb.
Yeah, I know, but
We were being the
there's
characters.
only one there.
I'm so sorry for
Only
him
one
today. I'm
Oh,
so
Here
sorry.
we go. Anyway, interesting fact. Did you know that cats have got 32 muscles in their ears?
32 muscles in their
32
ears.
muscles, and obviously they can move them independently and to a span, I don't know what the word is, of 180 degrees.
Because they can just do a... Whoop. Well, I've seen that before when they get pissed off or they're like, oh shit.
Yeah, their ears go back, but they can do it independently, so they can get one ear back. So if they're thinking, oh shit, but they're not completely, fully oh shit, just one ear goes.
So do you think in a different universe with cats and they could drive, instead of having indicators, they just have ears on the side that would just flap like to say which way they're going?
Yeah, that'll be it, Jack. Yeah, cats in a multi-universe with flappy ears out the window so they can indicate.
No, not out the window, like on the side. Just above the tyre sort of thing.
Yeah, no. Well, it depends how fast they go. If they go really fast, might start flapping and catching the wheel.
Well, there is that.
I don't know.
Oh, a pigeon. Oh, hi, pigeon.
Yeah, it's quite weird, though.
Speaking of animals,
What?
do you want to tell the listeners about the robin?
Oh, what, Clyden?
Clyde and the robin.
Yeah, we've got a pet robin. Jack started to feed it, which I don't think is such a good idea,
He was fucking hungry.
because we're going to end up with a bloody Avery in about a week.
I like it.
When he goes and tells all his mates,
Yeah.
sitting there trying to drive a forklift and hearing, "Caw, caw."
And weirdly, a robin came.
Yeah.
And it sounded like a crow.
No, it's the other people that come along.
Oh, right.
Oh, you, not people, birds, whatever they're called.
Bird people.
The bird people.
Bird persons. Because of
That'd be
pronouns.
it. Yes, Jack. That's it. I've been listening to a new podcast.
You have.
I know it's awful to say, so I shouldn't say that because it should be only ours that I listen to.
Oh, it's a robin. That's Clyden.
Is it the same one?
Well, no, his titties are more red.
It's yeah, 'cause he's a young one. So what's the podcast I've been listening to, Jack?
You've been listening to a podcast called Chatterbix.
I have. I mean, we'll just put that out there for you guys. For our one listener that actually listens. Chickens. Hello, ladies.
Lady, can I see them?
Can you see them? Oh, they're speaking. Did you know another fact?
So I know another fact. I do know another fact.
No,
Yes.
Do you want to know another fact?
I'd love to know because this is different. This is weird to me.
I know, it's isn't it? There's more chickens on the earth than there is human beings.
That's obvious.
Actually, no, it's in the UK. I might have got that wrong.
That sounds very obvious.
Anyway, Chatterbix.
Yes, podcasts with Joe Wilkinson,
That's it.
famous English comedian, with David Earl,
David L, otherwise known as.
Kev Twine from
Or-
Derek, or Brian Gittings.
Come on. We're
Like,
super fans.
I would put Gimmings, but
Well,
I
I'm a
don't know
super
why
fan.
I
I'm a
removed
super-
the M for the T.
Because I think he's
Brian
brilliant.
Gittings from 2 series, one from The Afterlife,
That's it.
and the other one is from Brian and Charles, which at the moment is in my top 5 favourite films of all time.
Yeah, no, it's a classic. It's going to be forever. A lovely film. What's the word? Recommend it to anyone listening
It's brilliant.
to watch it. 'cause
Absolutely
it's just,
brilliant.
It's lovely. You can watch it with the family. You can watch it. You can invite the vicar around and watch it. It's nice. It's a nice.
Why Vickers don't like comedy, or is it funny enough for them to watch?
There's always these dusty,
They're hard to
crabby
please.
looking things, aren't they? That
Dusty crabs.
crabby looking things
Oh, like a Pokemon.
that come out of a cupboard to do a sermon and then go back in again. But they're not anymore.
Sperm.
Because I've got first-hand experience of meeting one that really wasn't like that, and it was quite funny.
Do you want to talk about this another time about the podcast?
No, oh, don't be like that, Jack. Don't be like that.
Shouldn't do that.
It's not like that. He was brilliant. If he thought you was a tosser, he'd tell you he was being a tosser, straight out, and then cross himself. And
Well, like the delivery driver yesterday.
yeah, he was a funny fellow, wasn't
He called me the C word.
he? Yeah, he did a few times, didn't he?
Yeah. It was quite funny. I was laughing at him.
And you thought he didn't like you.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't like me.
I think it was just a term of endearment. No, he was alright. I don't know what his name was.
I'm going to call him Arsenal fan.
Yeah, because Arsenal fan.
Do you know why?
Because he had because he supports Tottenham.
Yeah, that's it, Lee. Because he supports Tottenham.
Yeah.
We're in a bit of a hurry this morning.
Well, I don't know. We seem
Because
to.
you really, you've started in like second gear. It was a bit slow, then you sort of, woo,
Oh, sorry.
and now you're in fifth, and you're trundling on at a lovely speed. And I'm sort of
Okay.
like, oh,
Anyway, so anyone listening out there, if you haven't already started listening to it, listen to Chatterbix.
it's brilliant.
It's great.
It's basically us, but famous people.
Yeah, it was.
And I would
yeah.
say better than us.
Oh God,
A lot better than
without
us.
flipping shadow of a doubt.
They have special guests on, which
Yeah,
we,
they do, which
we are
we
yet
can't
to
really.
achieve.
We can, but-
Because although we have a lot of special people, we don't really have the guest side of it.
No, there is that. And it's just a lot of laughing. It's quite a lot of swearing as well. But it's great. Anyway,
I am waiting for David Earl to go into a Kev voice.
but he sort of has a couple of times, but I don't think he means to. I think he slips.
So what do you mean, mate?
But yeah, no, it's great. So one day, anyway, I put a shout out there to Joe and to Dave, obviously, because obviously you're going to find our podcast and want to listen.
I'm sure.
Oh, they fuck. Have you noticed I've given up my swear count?
Yeah.
I can't be bothered with it.
No, I've
anymore.
lost mine. I've lost
Honestly,
my
it was
count. I've actually
draining.
I even said the C word, not the actual word. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm-
yeah. Well,
I'm
I think that's a
reserving
good idea
myself.
on that one because that's quite a contentious. You know.
Look, it's a 4-letter word.
I
My
know,
name's a
I know,
4-letter
but
word.
you know. Oh.
So- what's the matter?
Stop walking now. It's going to take me a while to get going again.
Yeah, I know.
Wait,
Because
really?
you're always in 5th gear.
Stop.
Christ. Mind the traffic light.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What was your best job that you've ever had?
My best job. Oh, shadow of a doubt. I worked in Dunelm,
Okay.
and it was fucking awesome
Oh, brilliant.
because I felt like I could do whatever I wanted all the time. I made loads of sales, good connection with customers, and I felt important because I always had people coming saying, "Oh, is Jack in today? He's gonna help us, whatever." And I'm like, "Yep, here I am." I'll be doing the furniture department, the rugs, did a bit of the fabric desk, the old cutting the old snipping of the net curtain.
Oh, wow.
Brilliant, I loved it.
Oh, that's brilliant. What I did like is the fact that you just went thrown straight in there with the name. You didn't even think about it.
No,
Usually you're
I
very branded name.
No, I'm promoting Dunelm because they were good to me. They had a good training programme, they were brilliant.
Oh, that's cool.
The only reason I left because I had to relocate, otherwise I'd probably still be there.
Oh, that's a shame. Was
But I
that
got
because
to
of the
meet-
witness protection scheme?
Yes.
Uh,
My first name, my real name was Donald Duck.
Oh, okay, cool.
But no, then if I didn't leave, I didn't get to meet you and we wouldn't start the podcast.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
So we wouldn't have our weird no homo relationship that we have today.
Yeah, no, no touching.
Not yet.
No.
But we touched
What about your
one.
worst job?
No, we took my worst job right now. No, it's not. No. My worst job, which I'm not going to say the name, but it was
That
another
one listener that we got.
It
Make
was-
sure that you play this to the boss, please.
No, I actually quite like the job I'm doing now. Good company, good surroundings of people. But with
When you
my
say
worst-
company,
the people. No, obviously the business as well.
I
you
know.
know.
I'm just trying
You know,
to
it's very.
see what you were going
You're
to say.
trying to put me in a pit, throw a frag grenade in there.
Yeah. That's it.
No, but no, the worst job, jokes aside, would probably be another retail shop, which I'm not going to say anything, but the shop I used to work in, the branch, they're now closed down. They've been closed down for 2 years. And I'm not going to lie, I'm quite happy.
Why can't you mention it then if
'Cause
they're
they're-
shut down?
No, they're not done.
Oh,
They
okay.
just closed
Just
down
one
some
branch.
stores. Well, there might have been more. I just didn't like how they ran things, and I went for 2 promotions in there, and I gave it to guys that wanted to do part-time. I was doing like 50 hours a week, but the guy that did 16 hours, never did any overtime, got the job. It was just stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's cool.
and when people say like, oh no, I think you've got it, Jack, we think, you know, other staff members can see it, and they're like, oh. But it wasn't enough to me to be like, oh, I'm going to be cocky about it.
Yeah.
I just went, no, it's good, because that means they recognise me as a leader of sorts. It's nice
Oh,
to
that's
think
nice.
that they got my back, you know, I'm going to have theirs. But no, it never happened, so I had time to stick it and move to the better shop.
Stick it.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, brilliant. Oh.
On my last day of my shift, I switched 2 departments around
Oh.
just to piss them off.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's good.
And I never admitted that to anyone. I think I might have told you once.
No,
But I
don't
was
know,
in
I
charge
don't
of,
remember it, or I wasn't listening.
I was in charge of the denims department, the men's side. And
You
I
turned it into a
decided,
cotton.
and I was like, no, and I was like, you know what? I might switch the denim that's all in the window face and put it to the back and bring the shoes, all of the shoes to the front.
Oh.
There was a lot of confusion that
I was
day,
going to say, like, put haberdashery there or something.
especially with my floor manager, who kept asking me, and the managers asked you to do this, and I was like, yeah. I was like, he said, don't question it. So he never asked him. Because I was
that's
expecting
good, I
any
like that.
second to see him like, oh no.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah.
Oh.
But what was your best job?
Do you know, I've asked you the question, I haven't even really thought about it.
Oh, brilliant.
No, I don't know, really. Nick
No.
Wax was a good one, because it was one of my...
X-Lax.
X-Lax. No, Nick Wax. Because I sort of joined it in very early days and grew with it.
You
I
watched it
actually
grow?
left because I went somewhere else, and then I went back again, actually, when it was a bit bigger, and it's really family orientated. It's a very family orientated company, and it was just nice. It's nice, and we got a chance to mess about unbelievably. And it didn't matter with the boss as well, mostly. He didn't give a rat's ass. But I'm just trying to think of my worst one. And my worst one was a company in
Paperboy.
Tunbridge Wells, actually.
Oh, you've given a location.
Yeah, I was. I am, and I can't remember what they're called now. It's that long ago. But it was spring.
Spring break.
No, it was a screen printing company.
Oh, didn't see that coming.
Do you know what my job was? Do you know what my main title was?
Not
I was
bad.
the guy that mixed the inks.
Oh, so you're ink man.
I was the colour man.
The colour man.
Yeah, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
What's the affliction that I suffer from?
Oh yeah, you're colourblind.
I'm colourblind.
So
And they
that's
put me in charge of mixing inks.
in charge.
How funny was that?
But you can't. There's only one colour you can't see. As long as you don't have to deal with that
Well,
colour.
no, it's red and green and shades of. That's the problem. So I can see red, I can see green. But when you start to mix and match the colours and start to change, I don't know what the word is, something, shades,
Yep.
I start to see other colours. It's quite weird. But we never had a complaint.
Oh,
Never got a complaint.
well, maybe they were
And then one
colourblind
day
as
he
well.
asked me to work at a weekend, and I told him when I first started the job, categorically no, I don't work at weekends, because I actually had another job that I was doing.
Oh, I see. They know that.
And yeah, he knew that, and he was absolutely fine with it because we don't work weekends. And then he got funny with me one weekend, and he told me that if I don't come in on a Saturday morning, don't bother coming back Monday. And he hung up. That didn't bode very well, so I rang him back again. So I went, I'll tell you what, Dave.
I won't come in at all.
What's his name? Stick your job up your arse, you prick. And the manager stood there looking at me with his mouth open, and I put the phone down, grabbed the stuff, and I walked out.
Stick up your arse, you prick.
And a little added bit on this. It was a summer's day. I don't know if I told you this. And I was bus to work and back.
Right.
And I was outside the bus stop,
Yep.
and there was a lot of people waiting for a bus.
A lot of people.
I was next to a bin. There was lots of wasps. Did I ever tell you this?
No.
And I was stood there, and there was a guy in a suit. I say he was in a suit because he looked smart and quite well dressed. And a wasp went up his nostril.
What?
I watched it land on the corner of his nose, and it just looked up into his nostril.
Like
and
a
he was
hive.
there, and you know how you push snot out, yeah? Well, when you blow your nose, I suppose. He's doing that. There's snot everywhere. There's no wasp, but
there's
that's
no-
still up there. He resorted to smacking himself in the face, trying to swat it inside his head. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was
That sounds like a horror
crying
film.
with laughter.
Sounds like a horror
I
film.
was crying with laughter. And he's there in a right state, snot all down his front. Black and blue from smashing himself in the face so many times, trying to get it out. Everyone walling around panicking, me on the floor crying, and then suddenly this wasp just slowly climbs out, sits on the edge of his nostril, and then just flies off. Fantastic.
He went, wrong hole, wrong hole.
Best thing I've ever seen in my life. I'll never forget it.
Well, that is an incredibly lovely and waspy story.
Thank you.
But unfortunately, it is time to end for this episode,
Yeah.
which felt very quick today. I do apologise.
Yes.
But we are going to be doing I'd say a proper podcast episode, maybe an hour long,
Yeah.
in the comfort of your own home,
Yeah, we will do.
or by a riverbank where you fish, depending.
We could do that actually.
So, I've been Jack Jevons, as always.
And it's been me, Lee.
Until the next time.
Bye.
Hang on. What hole was it? The wasp.
Nostril.
Yeah, but which one? Left or right?
Right.
Oh, okay.
It was right, as I was stood on his right hand side.
Oh, thanks for that.